skulls.
Is it gonna go? Are we? Oh, there we are. Oh, hello. Welcome to VO Journey Academy. My name is Anthony.
I'm Gabby.
And we are voice actors.
We are
coaches at VOJ, and we just love putting on our show, right? Every week, every day almost. Well, we don't do it every day, but 4 out of the 7 days.
Yeah.
So that's a good thing. Well, welcome everybody. Today we are going to be discussing
positivity. It's so important. It's so important.
Oh my goodness.
I feel like
yes.
Yeah, I'll take it because I know you're under the weather today. You're not feeling too
I've
hot.
got to be positive, even though I am sick.
The ick has been going around. We've all been feeling it.
Hey, Ben.
But there really is something to be said for personality types in any given industry, right? And I think in our industry, it is really something to be aware of that temperamental, artistic, pessimistic, kind of it doesn't jive. And I'm the first to say it. I lean in that direction, right? I am a pessimist by nature, right? I lean into the more negative in general, but from my business's standpoint, that doesn't work. And and I see so many voice actors who because again, artists, right, actors, we let what's going on, be it in the country, in the news, in our personal lives, have an impact on us, and it bleeds into the way we speak, the way we interact with other people, the things we say in email, the things we say in social media, and the undercurrent, the vibes, if you will, right? What other people are picking up is, oh man, this person is kind of miserable and very negative. And then nobody wants to work with that person. Nobody wants like a Debbie Downer voice actor, right? Like, could you imagine? One of my dogs, I always say his personality is Eeyore. He's very just like, it's okay. I don't care. He's got that kind of mopey sort of thing. But could you imagine getting into a session with somebody with that kind of energy level? And it'd be terrible.
Oh, I know. Yeah. I just want to say hello to everyone because we got Ben, we got Mark, Josh, Chris, Professor Tracy, Rebecca. Rebecca's so cool. Rebecca does a lot of really cool stuff on TikTok, and I watch Rebecca's stuff in her fancy booth.
Nice.
And it's funny, Rebecca, I have to say that I was watching Rebecca's really cool because Rebecca's origin story is like a lot like mine, because I watched one of her videos and she was saying how she had started, or a year ago she was thinking, I want to get into audiobook, or I want to be a narrator, but I have no idea, so I'm going to go on YouTube and research. And that was the same exact thing that I did. I mean, it was 8 years ago, not a year ago. But and then she does this thing where she points to her booth. I just thought that was clever because she's like, it worked out. And I thought that was really awesome. Anyway, sorry, Rebecca, I totally called Rebecca out.
All good.
Dylan, hello. Joy, hello. It's good to see you. Joy, we have to talk. Joy, message me later. I try to message you. Anyways, sorry, I know where we're going with that. Positivity. So, man, I tell you, sometimes we are in a place, and I think a lot of people, I don't know what you think, Gabby, right now, but I think a lot of people are struggling right now.
They are.
All of us are. There's a lot of topsy-turvy things going on, and
I mean, look, just the holidays is a great example, right? Like if anybody says Merry Christmas to me right now, my gut instinct is to say bah humbug. I'm not feeling it. I'm just not in that jovial holiday mood. But I couldn't, but that is not something we can project, and we have to be aware of how other people perceive it and how it impacts our productivity, how it impacts, just about everything we do, because I mean, I feel like, I mean,
there's a lot of, so I will say that, a variety of things here. So one, there's some really there's a lot of positive things that are going on. But in the midst of positive things, there are also a lot of hard times that are going on too. You know, it's like how much can how long can Charles Dickens be right? Right? With the Tale of Two Cities, right? It was the
Mhm.
best of times, it was the worst of times. All right. I mean, it's one of those times.
Yeah.
But I was gonna say, like Academy Voices right now, we are up for this quarter. I think we brought in about $8,000 of royalties this past quarter, which is one of
Mm.
our highest things, and that's in the midst of YouTube being stupid. Okay, but we're being positive because
Right.
we're on YouTube. So even though
Mhm.
they were stupid,
Mhm.
we are still thankful that we are able to come here and be a part of your life because that's hard, isn't it? It's hard. It can be very hard, everybody. But
Hi, Patrick.
hi,
I
Patrick.
think it's funny that Patrick went, "Hi, Anthony," and then as an afterthought, he was like, "Oh, hey, Gabby."
I love how you think he was an afterthought. It's the same exact thing. It's just,
I know a second fiddle when I see
oh
it.
my
I know.
goodness.
That was funny.
Anywho, so but with that being said, and I was being really excited about Academy Voices, I've noticed that, and Gabby and I were talking about this the other day. When I first started, I got into a lot of groups and Facebook groups, a lot of things like
Oh,
that,
the
right? And I
groups.
noticed that, just it negativity is like a wildfire. I used to say this because I used to manage, I was a director. I did a lot of directing live stage performances, and through high school, well, all the way from middle school, high school, up to college and professional and stuff like that. But anyways, point is I've managed large groups, and what I want to say is negativity is like wildfire. Once it gets started, it's almost impossible. Like once it catches on, it's near impossible to cut it out, to
I
snuff
love
it.
that you brought up groups because it's so true. And, we talk about viral moments, but the
Yeah.
reality is that groups online can be viruses.
Mm,
It's terrible. I have seen so many groups over the years infected by ick, and it just I remember there was a time where like the industry as a whole, voice actors would go, "Oh my God, we're so positive, we're supposed so supportive of one another. Everybody's got such a great outlook." And now I talk to beginners and they're like, "Nobody wants me here." And they're
right.
getting a very different, again, vibe
Right.
from these places, and it's hard. It's hard not to let that negativity chip away at you and to feel bad about it. So, my immediate answer to that is to find a different community because that's not the one. Um,
Oh, absolutely. So
yeah.
I mean, so as that happens, right? I mean, I think what goes on is depending on where you start or where you are, negativity has this way of breeding more negativity and then breeding more negativity. The
Well,
same thing can be said about positivity, though,
sure.
right? Is that being positive and being around positive people, that old thing that your mom or your dad used to say, you become who you hang around. It really is. I won't necessarily, I'll add a caveat to that. I wouldn't say you will become that person, but you will definitely start to exhibit traits, and you know what I mean? You'll start seeing things in that lens until you remove yourself from that.
For sure, and you'll notice your relationships change for the
Yeah.
better. Like, and I mean, look, it's not to be too woo-woo, but yes, it's the very like attracts like kind of principle. I remember a distinct time in my business affairs where it was like I could talk to, 3 or 4 people in a day and everybody would kind of be complaining or have a very down outlook, and then as I kind of changed some of my outward um appearance and became more positive in my thinking, then the people I was communicating with reflected that back. And instead of sharing the stories of the shitty stories, right? We started sharing the wins. And it's far more important.
No, absolutely, absolutely. Another thing too is that people, it's funny because unfortunately we live also in a society where news outlets, people have realized though that if they post or they use negativity, people,
Well,
just latch on to it sometimes.
sure.
And but positivity does the same thing. right? And I think, I've always wanted to be around positive people. That doesn't mean I'm not. And I think here's the thing. So here's the truth of all this, right? The truth is that being positive doesn't mean that you're not worried, or you're
Mhm.
not scared, or you're not frustrated, or you're not negative sometimes,
Right.
right? I mean, like I
Yeah,
mean, yeah, I mean, we all laugh because we all know we have those times
of
and those
course.
worries and those moments, but it's a choice. And I think that's where we as voice actors, we as business owners, as people, we get deep about it, have to make a choice about being positive or letting the negativity come over. I'm always I don't know about you, Gabby, but there's some people I think I go through these times where I'm feeling negative and I can't shake it, but then I always find a compass. Like you have to have a compass that guides you back to that place of positivity, right?
For sure.
There's got to be something there that helps you get back. One thing that helps me a lot is my community. So I'm going to say this. So like I, okay, so if everybody, there are a lot of people who know me like that, are that I message me know that, like, I am who I am, but then I'll message Gabby, and I'm like, oh my god, Gabby, it's the end of the world, and Gabby's like, no, it's not that big of a deal. Have
That's
a good
okay,
day, and I'm
it's
like,
okay.
oh, she's right. like it's, I swear to God, that's how it
We all
happens.
do that, I do it too, I mean, yeah.
You know what I mean? Yeah. Sorry. Go ahead. What are you
I
saying?
feel like this is something that's interesting that I go back to my casting director days, and I've heard this also from talent agents. There's an interesting phenomenon where talent agents only ever hear from their actors, like, you get a phone call from their actors when it's like, "Where's the work? What's going on? Did you forget I exist?" And
Right.
it can be very negative
Right.
for that recipient. And so I always say, don't be that person that your reps and the people you work with dread talking to because they feel like you're just kind of pressuring them,
Oh
right?
yeah.
Be the person that just calls on a random note and just goes, "Hey, how's it
Right.
going? How are you?" Like, just wanted to say, "Hey, just wanted to touch base." Like, just be a little ray of sunshine in their day that makes them smile. It
Oh,
gets
absolutely.
it takes you so much further than being that person who's like, where's the work? What's going on? Are you sending me for auditions? Did you forget I exist?" Like, well,
Oh
maybe
yeah.
they did because you're constantly doing that. They
Oh, and
wanna forget you exist.
oh yeah, and then sometimes I don't know. Everybody here, if you agree or this happened to you, you can post the comments that you say I agree. But like I have, do you ever have clients where it's like you don't mean to lose it with them, in turn, but you do because you're like, are you seriously asking me that right now? Like, are you really, or can you be that goofy, right? And
Yeah,
then you get so frustrated, you want to say so many choice things to them, but
but
then
you can't.
hopefully cooler heads take over, and you realize that that's not a good path. I was working with one of my students the other day, and he was going through how this one client was just chapping his backside, and he was just really upset about it. And then he's like, oh, I saw this, and then he said, I saw this one guy that said, just get rid of these clients, you don't need them. And then he's like, I'm gonna get rid of them, and I was like, whoa. I was like, let's
Yeah,
let's
like, back the hell
let's
up.
not go that far with it.
Pump the
Let's stick
brakes.
him up. And he's like, well, you're right. I guess he does bring me consistent work and everything. And I'm like, hey, let's just look at it from a different point of view. And listen, we all go through those moments, right? Where we're just like, ah,
I had a session earlier this week and the client was fine. They were very nice, right?
right.
But the client said something utterly like they went, we need to make it a little bit faster because we're really over time. But Gabby, while you're at it, I really need you to punch this adjective, and this adjective. And be careful that you're not putting too much emphasis on the word bold, but that you are giving the word bold,
Bold.
some a little bit of movement. And then while you're at it, can you and she threw like three other things at me. And then
Oh
she
no.
went, "I don't know, does that make sense?"
Does that make sense?
And
Oh
my
my gosh.
gut, so right in my head,
Oh,
I'm going, "No." It
Oh,
makes no sense what you just asked for. But what came out of my mouth was, yeah, let's try it. It's like, what else am I
oh,
gonna
and it's the
say
worst
to
too,
this?
because you want to tell them, be like, no, I think we should do it this way. Why are you directing this session? There are times, right, where
So
you, especially
funny.
because we do a lot of directing and stuff ourselves at this point, you know,
Yes.
and so it takes a lot of patience and cool heads. But yeah, that's
Uh,
funny,
it
Gabby.
is, and
That's
it that
funny.
happens a lot. That happens a lot because sometimes commercial voice acting is like direction by committee. And this was one of those sessions. There were two producers, there was a writer, there was an agent representation, there were two people from the client side, there was
Oh,
the producer. And you see, you've got all these people throwing crap at you, and you're
right,
just like,
right,
what is going, how am I supposed to make sense of this?
right.
And you do sometimes you want to short fuse and go, just let me do my thing. Just let me do what I do. You hired me for a reason,
Yes,
but you can't say it.
yes.
Can't, gotta go.
Oh, I think the craziest time is when you do a performance and you send it in and they're like, you know, for me, when early on it was like we like it, but go deeper. Right. So I'd be like this. And they're like, okay, that was good, but go deeper. It's like, I can't go any deeper. And I would have to say to them, I can't go any deeper. Like, we're just not feeling what you had in your demo. I'm like, I'm doing the same thing I'm doing in my demo. I you know what I mean?
Wow.
You never had that?
Wow.
Like,
Oh yeah. Oh
you ever
yeah.
had those issues where, like, you know, you're challenged with the client? So the point of all this we're getting is funny, right? We can start going all in about we could complain about the clients all day.
Right.
But the reality is, right, is that and it's like I tell students too, reviews are funny or they're crazy. Have you ever watched any of those? I love those shows like Kitchen Nightmares or
Oh yeah.
those shows where they go and
Oh,
people
for
are like they read
sure.
reviews and they're always like, so as the business owner, why did you feel it was important to leave a scathing review after the review? They said they didn't like it, and you said they could go shove it up their backside. You know what I mean? Like, why did you
Yeah,
write
like,
that
why
review?
did you do that? Yeah,
And like, but they were mean to us. And then like, yes, but everyone else sees it, you
right.
know. So it's
Don't
got
start
to.
antagonizing.
I know.
Melissa, I love it. Melissa, of course, one of our coaches, she said, "I'm the optimist in the family," and it
Oh,
drives everyone crazy. You, the optimist, Melissa? Never. I couldn't imagine.
I'm like, hey,
Um,
Melissa. I'm like, Melissa, we need to talk. She's like, I can't talk right now. I'm hiking. I'm like, every time I try to get Melissa's like, I'm on the way to the space station.
listen,
She's traveling.
Melissa, she knows. She brought, she brought back, she lugged a rock for me all the way back from New Zealand. Okay.
Oh
And
my
I
gosh.
love this little guy, and it's sitting on my desk right now, and it hasn't moved, and I've
You
been
have a pet
bragging.
rock?
Well, I have lots of rocks. I'm a rock collector, right?
Right,
But
right.
she
Well,
brought
I
me
knew
back,
that. I knew that. You
yeah,
like
she brought me
gemstones
back a
too and all
basalt
kinds of stuff,
rock
right?
from New
Okay.
Zealand, and, like, basalt isn't, it's not a, it's not a precious mineral. It's not
Right,
like, right,
right.
it's a very utilitarian kind of rock because it's lava formation. And but anyway, but I love this little dude, and he's been sitting on my desk because I'm like, "You came all the way across the world to get to
What
me."
in heaven's holy
Yeah,
name are we talking about, Gabby?
Melissa brought it back for me.
That's
Anyway,
positivity, people.
yeah,
Bring someone you know a rock and they are gonna remember you.
and I
That's
love
right.
him.
I'm gonna start
I
sending
love this
clients
little guy.
rocks.
A pet rock. Everybody needs a pet rock. Come on. Yeah.
Look at that. That person was brilliant who came up with the pet rock a long time
I have
ago,
a
right? Can you
friend.
imagine that?
I have a friend who puts googly
Everyone
eyes
had a
on
pet
them.
rock.
For sure. For sure.
We
Um,
source the rocks. I'm sorry.
but no, you put little googly eyes on him. You
I
make
am
faces.
so delirious.
You
I
are.
just
I know, you poor thing.
I'm it's not the cough medicine. No, it's not
You
the cough
sure?
medicine. Positively. There we go. Any Hoosers, so I'll send you a rock from Cape Cod. Very nice.
So tomorrow, hell yeah, I love rocks from all
Oh
over the
yeah.
place.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
Yes, I want a rock from Cape
Oh,
Cod.
we
I
gotta
want
talk
the.
about, so don't forget, OMG. We are up to, I didn't get a chance to tell you, we
Oh
are up
no,
to
how many people?
145 people
Oh, come
have
on, guys, we got to get it up to 150. We have
registered.
to.
Here is the link. We have a free webinar. I have a free
Yep,
webinar I'm
Saturday.
putting on. I'm very excited because I don't usually put on free webinars. Shame on me. But we
Well,
should.
clearly
We should
people
do
are
more of
excited
them.
about it.
We should do more of them. But basically, the webinar is about all of us getting together and strategically planning for 2026. And our money voice at the base of that, but having a plan. It's going to be cool because I've put together a yearly, a monthly, a weekly planning guide and a resource that you can use, and we're going to go through it, and it's going to be pretty
Heck
cool.
yeah.
So I think it'll be a lot of fun. It's on Saturday.
Yep.
So
Sign
come
up.
join us. There's that link right there.
Come
It's
join
free.
us. Even if you
It's fun.
can't attend, you'll get the recording
Yeah.
afterward.
Yeah.
Yes,
Absolutely.
let's get it up to the 150
Absolutely.
tomorrow. Hopefully, if Anthony's feeling okay, we will be back
I
with
will do it
we will
regardless.
do it. Okay,
I
open
will
forum
do it.
Friday.
I'll come in and I'll be like,
Oh,
Gabby, we can still do it. Okay.
we can still do. Listen, you could do it from bed. I don't mind. I don't
That's
care.
right. That's right. See, we love what we do. We love what we do. Well, thank you guys so much for being with us today. Again, make sure that you sign up. We'd love to have you. And don't forget, if you want more of these crazy people in your lives, you've got to join Avio's Journey Academy. We have a lot of fun. It's a lot of craziness.
We are.
And, I have nothing better to do all day than to bug you and
Oh.
So there you go.
There you go.
All right. Y'all have a wonderful day. Bye, everybody. We'll see you tomorrow.
Bye,
Goodbye.
guys.
Goodbye.